Dmitry Bivol against Artur Beterbiev. In my opinion, the best fight in boxing. This guy, I believe, is pound for pound the top fighter in the sport.
Lightning fast jab. Solid body shot from Dmitry Bivol is simply too good for him.
This guy he's a brute, an absolute brute.
Oh, a thunderous punch from Beterbiev, one of the great pound-for-pound fighters in the world.
For the very first time in boxing history, there will be just one unified, undisputed light heavyweight world champion. It's the first time in the four-belt era that all those belts will, in theory, leave with one man. Both of these men, both world champions, both undefeated, both brilliantly smart at boxing, both with great amateur pedigree, great records, and both with the ability to end a fight with just one punch from either hand. It's a delight and a pleasure to sit down in between. Well, I hope it's a delight and a pleasure to sit down in between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. Welcome, fellas. Thank you very much indeed. So you're not friends, are you? It's not that you're enemies, but you're not friends. You haven't known each other for 15 years. You haven't been in different training camps together. You have spent no time together, correct?
We were in the same national team, but we were not friends, of course. Yeah.
In the ring, you're very professional. You don't get involved in all of the cheap talk, all of the silliness. Okay, but I can sense sitting here that you want to fight him and that you want to fight him. Is that fair? Is that true?
I don't want to fight with him. I mean, I need only another belt. I mean, I'm not focused of him or of fighter, you know.
So it's just business with you?
Yeah, it's not business. It's like I need another belt.
What about with you, Dmitry? Is it personal or just business?
No, of course it's not personal, because I told before that I want to be undisputed. I want to fight for the belts, and this is my chance.
Have you ever had a fight where it's personal? Have you ever had an opponent as a professional
No,
where you didn't like
no,
him, where it was personal?
No, never I had it.
Never?
Never.
It's just not your way?
It's, you know, for me, boxing is just a game. It's kind of my life, and the opponent, it's just opponent, nothing personal, because every opponent has different personality, and I don't mixing business like sport, with the personal stuff.
You should step back from it.
Yeah, of course, you shouldn't.
And what about you, Artur? Have you had any of your opponents, 20 professional opponents, have you not liked them? Anyone?
Of course.
Which one?
Before fight, everyone. Like,
everyone you dislike?
I don't like him. I don't like him too.
So before the fight, you don't like him?
It's true, yes. It's true. It's my opponent, you know. I'm coming here not for
friendship.
Shake hand or be
but
friend.
you will shake hands because you're a gentleman. You know?
I have shake because he give me shake. He give me hand, you know. That's why I give him shake hand.
So is that the state of mind you have to get to, Artur, that you dislike him, you want to beat him, or whoever is in the other corner?
No, I mean, just it's because of he's not my friend. He's my opponent. He tried to beat me. I tried to beat him too. Like, it's very simple.
How is it at 39 that you are still so fresh? How do you do it?
I don't know. It's normal. Maybe good food, maybe good sleep. I don't know.
And what about you, Dmitry? Do you think that perhaps at 39 it is maybe towards the end of Artur's career? What do you think?
Every time when I'm going in the ring, I think that my opponent in the best shape in his life, and I don't think about how old is he, how many opponents he beat. I just think like he's the best now in his shape. It helps me to be focused.
What do you think is Artur's best quality? Is it his head? Is it his physique? Is it his left hand, his right hand? What do you think? What does he do best?
He has everything, and the majority is power.
And what about you, Artur? What does he do best?
I think he knows his best things and his weakness things, you know.
He knows them.
I think he knows.
You know them, but you won't tell me.
I know. I won't tell you. Like I can say like he said like, you know, everything, like, but it's not true.
It doesn't mean it.
It's not true.
When you were in Riyadh and you bumped into each other, I saw it, it was filmed, and you shook hands. You looked at him, he looked at you. You were eyeing each other up, measuring each other up. Maybe knowing you would fight.
I felt that we will fight. And when I met him, I didn't look at him like you are telling.
Okay.
I just shake hands to the guy whom I know, whom I saw in my national team when I was amateur boxing. I was polite.
I don't know, he talk about fight, but he never fight.
The 4 belts, you have 3, you have 1. Artur, is it important to have all 4 belts to be the undisputed? Does that mean a lot to you?
Yeah, it's goal, like, you know, that is goal in this category.
It's like soldier wants to be a general. This is the same. I don't need anything.
Distractions.
Which is, yeah.
You just like to prepare for the fight.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And so in fight week, it's not a good idea to sit you both down. It's okay now.
I don't know what what they will create, but I know this is the part of my job, which I don't like, to be honest. I like training, I like fighting, and I accept that. I have to do this interview, I have to come to London for this press conference, because I was in my happy place, in my training camp. But I know this is part of the business.
And are you the same, Artur? You have to do this, or do you enjoy this? You don't enjoy it?
Because it's my work.
Yeah.
Like, I earn money by this job, you know. That's it.
It's a hard job, boxing.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. It is a hard job, Dimitri. When you were growing up, when did you realize that you would be a professional boxer?
I don't remember myself without boxing, to be honest. It was just part of my life. I felt like I have to do it.
And how old were you when you first walked into a gym?
5.5, wow. 6 maybe.
And what about you, Artur? How old were you when you first walked to a gym?
9, 10 maybe.
So with you, it's over 20 years.
Yeah.
And with you, it's 20 years as well, nearly 20 years. Or
28 years.
Yeah, so long, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you look at Dimitri, what do you see? What kind of man do you see?
I'm watching only for how he do box, not like in life. I don't care about his life, what he doing in life, you know.
Just want to
only,
be,
only
want to win.
in ring, you know.
And what about you, Dimitri?
I just treat him as a good fighter, as a fighter who loves his job, and that's it.
Do you think one day that you will get another fight with Canelo? He still talks about you, Saul Canelo Alvarez. He still talks about you?
I don't know. I don't care about, to be honest, now, because I have a fight. I have a serious opponent.
A big one.
Yeah, and with Canelo, this subject is close for me. We will see. Yeah. Everything is possible,
of course,
to be honest. Yeah, but I don't want to talk about him now.
And Artur, even though you have won all of your fights, stopped all of your opponents, is there any man that you have fought that you would like to fight again? No, all finished.
Not finished. I mean, I'm not thinking about these things.
Yeah. In Riyadh, ding ding, first round. What happens in the fight, Dimitri?
I'm not Wanga or Nostradamus to say what will happen, you know. I just know I will believe in my skills, like everything, like every time. And I will come in the ring only for victory.
Artur, first round, what happens in the ring? What happens once we start fighting?
Action start.
Action does start, yeah.
Does start. That's it.
That's it.
We'll see.
And then we'll see.
What's going there.
You're both very good diplomats.
It's not nice for us to talk about things which you don't know.
What I'd like to do, fellas, is I know you did it before we went on, but could we shake hands for one last time before we get to Riyadh? One last time?
I don't have problems with this.
Yes, please. So that's Dimitri Bivol, that's Artur Beterbiev. It'll be the first time in the modern era that all 4 of the belts will be on the line. All 4 of the belts, one undisputed and dignified world light heavyweight champion.